Good morning, friends. Today we'll discuss something about map composition. So, at the end of the day, you need to present maps for your project work or research work or administration wherever it is required. So, your data is there, analysis. First is the collection of the data, then populating the attribute information, then analysis using multi-thematic layers, and after that you want to prepare a map and present. Then that is also equally important aspect of GIS. So I'll give a small demo of map composition using only 3 layers. One is the road layer, another is the place layer, and another is the lakes layer, whatever we had discussed the other day. So using those thematic layers, so we'll just compose a map and we'll export it as a PDF file or JPEG file, which can be incorporated in your reports or theses, whatever it is. So these are the layers. One is the polygon layer, that is lakes. Second is line layer, line geometry, that is roads, and point geometry, places. And these are some of the places surrounding Srinagar town, city. So I have labeled it with the attributes, all the 3 layers, and you can have the background OpenStreet maps with or without. So that is up to you. So just for the visualization, you can see whether that's properly digitized or not. So once this is ready, then next is go to the project and new print layout. See, there is a difference between print layout and your data. Data is in your real world coordinates. Data is in real world coordinates. Whereas when you are taking a printout, that is in a page coordinates. So you are putting all the data on a page. That may be A4 sheet or A3 sheet or A0 sheet. So go to project, new print layout. This is map composition and say OK. So here, what are the page units? Here, these are the page units. 0 to 300 is millimeters. So what is the size of the paper? Right click and go to the page properties. So this is the present, the page is A4 size and orientation is landscape, and width and this height of the A4 size is 297 millimeters and 210 millimeters, that is 29.7 centimeters, and height is 21 centimeters. So if you want, you can change it. There are several sizes, predefined sizes are there, that can also be done. You can select one of them, or you can go to the custom. So in case you need some specific size of the page, then you can go to the custom and define the size also. Okay, so for the time being, so I'll go to A4 size. So this is a blank page, nothing is there, only blank page is there. So we have to insert all the map elements onto this page. So what are the map elements? First is map. First you should have a map, and for that next is the index or legend pertaining to your map, and you should have a scale. You should have north arrow indicating north of the map, and you should have a title for this map. So all these things are map elements. So we can add some text also. Suppose you want to define some, give some description of the map, then you can add some text also to the map. So first we'll start with the map. So here add item. So these are the various map tools. Add item, add map. First is add map. So define the area where you want to keep the map. So this much is defined for map. So whatever map I have already displayed here, that will be brought to the map area. So at this juncture, the scale is 1:4 lakhs 29,609. The scale is a reference scale. So I'll make it as a round figure, maybe 4 lakhs. Or you can increase still further, maybe 25, 30, 3 lakhs. Yeah, 3 lakhs is ideal. So you can move the frame. You can move the frame wherever you want. So automatically data will be moved. Okay, this is one thing. And what we should have for you should have a frame for this. See, there is no frame. It's only data is there, but you should have a frame. So under this only you have frame. You can define the thickness of the frame. You can change the color of this one. Yeah, color also you can change it. So that is the frame part, and a map should have coordinates also. If you want to suppress the coordinates, you don't give the grid, but if you want to display the coordinates, that you can do with the grid option under grid. So add grid and select that particular grid and modify it. So at what interval it should display the coordinates, that is longitude, latitude around the frame. So I am giving it 5 minutes interval. So 1 degree is this is in degree. Yeah. Now I'm selecting the coordinate reference system and say OK. So my coordinate reference system is latitude, longitude, geographic coordinate system with the WS84, whose number is 4326. So I am defining the coordinate system. And 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Suppose if you want to place the coordinates at the interval of 5 minutes, then 5 by 60 is 0.0833. That is along the x, that is longitude interval. Similarly, 0.833. That interval you can change at any time. Yeah. So this is the grid. This is in grid grid interval. Okay, now see, now grid interval is defined. Grid lines are drawn, but there are no coordinates appearing along the frame. So again, select this one and go to the grid. Yeah. Under grid only you have under grid only you have draw coordinates. So coordinates are drawn, but this is in decimal degree, 74.970. So instead of that format, if you want to make it as a degree, minute, seconds, that would be nice. Degree, minute, seconds. Okay. And now see, this is going out of the frame, out of your map. So on the left side and the right side, you can make it as a vertical instead of horizontal. So left I am making as vertical, and right also. Right also I am making as a vertical. So it's a compact. No space is wasted here. So this is all about the map part. So what you have inserted, we have inserted the thematic layers. We have drawn the frame. We have drawn the grid with grid interval of 5 minutes. And we have labeled with coordinates, that is in degree, minute, seconds. So this is all about the map part. That is main part. So next is we need to have a scale. Same, go to the add item, add scale bar. So the moment scale bar is drawn, properties related to scale bar appearing towards on the right. So this is the interval. See here, this is a two grid. Yeah. Here you have two segments, 0, 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers. Suppose I want to increase it, select it. So I want to have a segment towards left is 1 and right is 3, 2. So towards right, you have two segments. In the middle, you have 0, 5 and 10. And towards left, it is 5 kilometers. One segment. So this is about scale. Next is Legend. You have three themes here, isn't it? One is the point theme, that is place name. Second is road name, road, that's a line theme, and polygon is a lake theme. Add legend and define area where you want to keep your legend in or index. Okay. So it has displayed with the symbols corresponding symbology. Lakes are with the blue color dash lines, and road and place name. Okay. Then what next? I think I'll move little bit down. So scale is there and legend is there, map is there. So next we'll go to north arrow. So we'll place a north arrow generally towards the northeastern part of the map. So you have several designs are there, whichever you want, you can have it. Or you can increase the size or decrease the size here. Right. So you have a map. Next is you should have a title for the map. Add item, add label, and define the area where you want to keep the title. So what should I write? This is map of Srinagar and surrounding Kashmir. Okay, but this is very too small, no? So I'll increase the font. You go to the font and increase the font to 16. Yeah, fairly visible, but see, it is in two lines, so we have place towards left also, so we can drag the box size. And so most of the elements, map elements are there. One is the main part is map, and all components of the map like grid and labels with coordinates, and after that you have a scale, then legend, then north arrow, then title of the map. So once this is ready, now uh, suppose you want to incorporate this in your project report or your thesis or your research paper. So what you need to is either you should have uh, a image file that is in the form of TIFF or JPEG or BMP, whatever it is, or PDF file. So you have both the options to export this, whatever is visible on this map window, in can be exported to PDF or JPEG. So go to the layout, export it as image, export image. So go to your folder. This is a map Srinagar. The format is JPEG format. I'm saving it. So it is asking the resolution 300 dpi. If you want a very finer resolution, good quality, then you can increase it to 600. It all depends on the size you want. So you can increase and so it is the file explorer. You just open it and go to your folder where you have saved PDF files and JPEG file. First, we'll open the JPEG file. This is your JPEG file, and next is this is your PDF file. So this is all about map composition and exporting whatever you have composed in QGIS to PDF and JPEG. Thank you very much.